on the rhythm from going in and out when he wants. Stabilize him and go to the body. Take some of those legs away from Molina, who's keeping you off balance.
Molina working again on the inside. The left hand to the body, that was just a glancing blow.
Yeah, but the body work is getting a little more concentrated by Lara.
There he goes to the body again.
And I think it's starting to have its effect a little bit on Molina.
Big Friday night out in Vegas. Friday night fights here at the Cosmopolitan. Erislandy Lara just got an earful from trainer Ronnie Shields. Says he wants to see the pressure and both hands have to move. Round number 5 has been a slow start for the much heralded, undefeated Cuban prospect who's worked his way into the top 10 rankings, and many feel has such a bright future, but it's his immediate future that's a concern right now against Molina.
In the corner, Ronnie Shields, one of the elite trainers in this business, told him what I was talking about, and I thought he should be doing in the last round. He told him, go to the body. Keep going to the body. And I see a difference in the last round, the first round that I actually gave on the scorecards to Lara, because he is going with that left hand to the body. Starting, I think, to take the legs away from Molina and making Molina lay in front of him a little more, become more available.
That call for pressure is paying off here in the opening minute of this 5th round.
Not just pressure, Joe, effective pressure.
Indeed.
Pressure and place punches with that pressure, place punches to the body. And there's another one.
Left hand right to the body of Molina. A reminder that NASCAR's nationwide series of California, presented by Cece's Pizza, will be Saturday. Coverage starting at 5 o'clock on ESPN.
You know, give credit to Lara's people. A lot of times you see a lot of these prospects that were good amateurs. We've sent plenty of them on our air. They don't want to fight anybody. They put them in with nothing but soft opposition. And for the most part, Lara's people have shown confidence in him. And they put him in with some pretty good fighters, and then stepped up tonight with the best opponent so far in his career.
Hey, remember what happened a few weeks ago when Despain went up against Ismail Salam. Cuban light heavyweight suffered his first loss on that night on Friday Night Fights. He's actually in attendance here in Vegas tonight to see his countryman Erislandy Lara.
Molina leaned forward with that jab to the body. You saw it just a minute ago. He does that again, he might pay a price. Because when you lean forward like that, you're really telegraphing. You're showing Lara that you're coming with that punch, and that gives Lara an opportunity to really set up that left uppercut, zero in on it.
Warning for hitting behind the head here as we come to the halfway point of an intriguing main event now.
It's opening.
We talked in the fight plan about Molina leaning forward with that jab to the body. He leans in there, and when he leans like that, there's an opportunity, you can see it, to catch him right there. And right there, you saw Lara did not take advantage. He did not pull the trigger, but it's there.
Round 6 of our main event. Lara placed that uppercut.
Lara has been involved with some head clashes in his career. With the style of Molina, who sometimes leans forward, that's always a possibility. Lara putting at risk his number 6 IBF rating and his number 5 WBA rating.
See the quick work that has happened in his recent outings. That was against lesser competition. Even though Molina's been on the shelf and has taken some lumps in his career. This a step up.
And again, the big difference for Molina with a lot of the guys we see that have the possibility of giving one of these undefeated guys a little run for their money is some of those guys come in just trying to survive. Molina came in here trying to win. But right now, I think he's starting to show the wear and tear of those body shots. He's starting to get worn down in my eyes a little bit. And I think it's time for Lara to step it up, step that heat up a little bit. I'm surprised Lara laying back a little bit this round because, again, the last couple of rounds, the way Lara was starting to attack that body and the body language of Molina starting to look like he was starting to be affected, I expect Lara to really push the gas pedal a little bit.
It seemed like he had that momentum that you would want to keep. Instead, he's plateaued a bit here in round 6.
And he's allowing Molina a pit stop, one that he needs very badly. Lara's looking for one spot. Even while he lays there a little bit, and he got caught with that right uppercut again. That's the punch we earmarked for Molina. That right uppercut, if he's allowed to get inside, and Lara has allowed him to get inside.
And then just cover up and do nothing and allow Molina to fire off.
There's that pushing jab from the southpaw. He needs to snap that jab.
Didn't happen there.
Not a good round for Lara.
Not at all. Unable to connect there at the end of round 6. Just muddled through that 6th round. 4 rounds to go. ESPN Friday Night Fights brought to you by Burger King, who reminds you to have it your way. Well, they'll give it to you any way you want here at the Cosmopolitan. And there is the IBF Junior Welterweight Champion ringside at Friday Night Fights, Zab Supa Judah.
Trust us, that's him. Even though
I think he's texting.
Even though you only got a shot of his hat, trust us, that is Zab Judah with his head down, as you said, doing a little texting. Or maybe tweeting. I don't know how to do that, but maybe tweeting.
A nice career comeback recently for Zab Judah. He worked his way up. He was on Friday Night Fights just a summer ago with an impressive win, and now a world champion again. Came over, said hello to us. Nice visit with him. He's got a new disposition, does Zab, in his 2nd phase of his career.
Maturing is what you're saying. Maturing nicely.
Well, Lara heard again from Ronnie Shields, the call to arms, saying, I don't want to see Molina coming forward. You need to be the one backing him up, and you need to do it with the jab.
I have no problem saying what I feel. I get out there every week and say it, and I have no problem saying also that I was a little erroneous. And I said in the opening that I have no doubt that Lara's going to win this fight. I have a little doubt now.
Indeed. Especially with the start that Molina had. You had him jumping out to a good lead on your scorecard. So look at Teddy's scorecard through 6 rounds and see if Lara has mounted a comeback. Right now trailing 58-56 according to Teddy.
See, the problem is I came here wanting to see if Lara could do something that no one else did to Molina. Stop him. And that's the problem. I think Lara came here trying to do the same thing. And when you're looking for a home run, a lot of times you strike out. When you're looking for a knockout, a lot of times you not only don't get it, but the other guy gets plenty of opportunities to score while you're looking for that one big shot.
And in recent fights, he's been slow-pitched. Big meatballs to hit out.
I'm not sure about the conditioning of Lara. I know that sounds funny. You look at him, it looks like he's in great shape, but to me, his work rate has not been what it should be.
That's the most noticeable thing to me is his work rate.
His mouth is opening. If you look at him, his mouth is opening up a little bit. He's got to know, if he doesn't know he's behind or a chance he's behind, he's got to know it's close. The other guy is all over him like a cheap suit, and he's not responding. So, and I'm a little suspicious of what kind of shape is Lara in.
Well, he did not work his entire camp with Ronnie Shields because Shields had to go over to Ireland to work with the other Cuban, Guillermo Rigondeaux. But obviously, Lara, a veteran. Zab's done texting you, Teddy.
Yeah, hey, Zab. How you doing? Okay. Oh, don't hit anybody. Not without gloves on.
3 rounds to go of what could be, depending on how the ringside judges are seeing these middle rounds here, a potential upset in the making. Erislandy Lara, the well-heralded Cuban, he's already in the top 10 rankings at 154 pounds, 15-0 against Carlos Molina.
You know, Joe, years ago we were at Hampton Beach, one of the terrific places to do fights, and we were doing a fight with one of the great TV fighters we've ever had the pleasure of doing fights with, Mickey Ward. He was fighting Emmanuel Burton at the time, who later changed his name to Augustus. It was a tremendous fight early on. I remember I put an alert out to all the fans. Call your fans, call your friends, call your family. Tell them to watch this because you're going to get a chance to watch something special. Now, what I'm going to say now is call up some of your friends. You got 3 rounds left. I'm not saying you're seeing a great fight, but you're seeing a very intriguing fight and a chance for one of the top prospects to lose. You're seeing a chance to witness really what would be a pretty big upset. So call up your friends and say, hey, grab these last couple rounds. You might see an undefeated Cuban go down.
Yeah, this has been all about, in the lead up to this fight, Lara's future. Well, Molina wasn't buying into it.
And again, the kinks in the armor are there of Lara. He covers up, he lets you do work, and he looks for one thing mostly. Looks for that left uppercut to the detriment of his other punches. Not using the jab enough. Not using the repertoire, the arsenal that he needs to use.
And this is just as much to your point about what Lara isn't tonight as much as what Molina is. Not the Lara that folks have seen before.
See, now Lara, I give him credit, he's making an adjustment. He's getting away from the left uppercut. He figures that Molina's wise to it. So now he's looking to adjust to the right hook.
Yeah, just landed it there.
He's trying to use that punch for a southpaw where an orthodox fighter doesn't see that punch too often coming from that angle.
Molina gaining a little bit of confidence on that exchange on the inside there.
So again, the strength of Lara used against him. He's a deliberate guy who waits to be sure of everything, and Molina not giving him a chance to wait. He's just working.
There is no doubt in just listening to trainer Ronnie Shields of Erislandy Lara that there is a sense of urgency in that blue corner, that they are very much worried about how these last 6 minutes and these scorecards will turn out. Let's bring in Brian Kenny. BK, you monitor the internet all night long in our Friday Night Fight studio. What's the chatter out there?
No, on the Facebook page, a lot of the fans writing in that they have it even right now. Fox Duquette among them, regular on the page, and kind of turning the way Teddy is that, you know, maybe this fight, you figure it's going one way, Molina has it going another, and maybe it is close on the scorecards.
And, of course, nobody thinking we'd be sitting here in round number 9 saying that.
You know, no matter what the Twitter people out there or the Texan people, whatever the heck they are, in that sophisticated world that I'm not part of, no matter what they're saying on the internet, all you need to know is what Joe said a moment ago, that Ronnie Shields in the corner was imploring Lara to get moving. There was urgency. There was more than urgency. There was fear in the voice of Ronnie Shields that his guy could be behind. If not fear, definitely worry.
No doubt about that. Some of these middle rounds may be very tough to score. Molina came out strong. Lara looked a little better.